I don't know if I'm live yet. I'm going to guess that I am and say hi. Oh, I'm live. Hello everybody. It's Friday evening and I was putting together some projects and doing some, weekend adulting that I need to do every weekend, and I thought, it'd be fun to just do a quick project. I haven't received my first order yet, but fun to just excuse me. I haven't received my first order yet, but let's turn this down so you're not having to listen to me twice. Once is enough, right? So I thought I'd do something with just stuff I have around the house, since I have a few transfers and I have a lot of surfaces that I've collected, and my little pig is very, very lonely. That would be this little pig. So I thought it'd be fun to pair him up with the cutting board to decorated cutting board, and maybe something else. I haven't thought about it yet. Maybe a little rolling pin or something. I don't know. But this right now, I want to get him a little something because he's lonely. So I'll set him right there. I have these cutting boards that I picked up at the Dollar Tree. These cute little cutting boards for Easter. And they're cute as they are. They really are. I mean, for $1, you can't beat that. But I have plans. So the first thing I did was I took this off. So it comes like this. And this used to be here. And it had these little push pins right there on each corner, right? Just like that one. Oh, if you don't know, if you're coming in and you don't know who I am, my name is Audra. And I'm also known as Twisted Chalker, and I am an independent designer with Chalk Couture. A new independent designer with Chalk Couture, not even a month. And that's why I'm still waiting on my order. And I got my beginner's kit right away. I mean, I hear that they have them set up and ready to go, and once you sign up, it's out. And it didn't take long at all to get it to me, which is awesome. And then I did a little bit of training and stuff, and then I put together my initial order for things that I would like to use for these lives. But anyway, it's not here yet, so I'm using what I have at home. So I'm going to take this, and I thought it'd be appropriate for the $1 wooden pig to have a $1 cutting board decoration. So I ripped this off, and some of this right here, some of that right there came off. So I took some craft paper and I glued it down, and I put some Mod Podge over it. And it didn't come out as good as I would like it. There's a lot of bubbles and creases and stuff. So I'm going to put it aside for now, because this side can be used to decorate. But I don't know. I have to think about it with this being like it is. So I'm going to set that aside for tonight. And then I pulled out another one and I started painting it. And I painted it with the white chalk paint, and I'm not really liking the white, so I am going to paint it black. And then use this transfer. This is the, this was the February Chalk Couture. And these arrows right here are what I'm going to put on this cutting board. They're not going to fit perfectly, and they don't have to. I don't mind if they go off the end. But I'm going to put that on here. I don't know if I'm going to do 2 or 1. I hadn't thought about that very much. And then I'll just embellish with a bow. So I'm going to paint it black, and I will chalk with white. So white chalk paste, black chalk paint, white chalk paste. So I'm going to lower this down now so you can see what I've got going on here. I was trying to decide if I want to put something under it, but I don't need to. Okay, I do need to I'll have to spray it outside. So let's see if you can see. I'll lower you. Perfect. Let's back this out of the way. I can't really back it out of the way because the cords, everything has to be plugged in. Okay, I don't want it to pull. You know what might help too? Let's see how this does. Yeah, a little bit better. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and paint this black really quick. And I like to use these sponge brushes because I can save them until they basically are no good anymore. And then I rip the sponge off and throw that away and keep the stick for a dowel. I may have to use a paintbrush to touch some more areas. I'm going slow because I don't want to get it on the bottom portion of it. So, it's Friday, everybody. I don't even know if anybody's home to even see this, but that's okay because it'll be on my page and it can be watched as a replay. So did anybody have a good week? I've got a security warning on my computer. Let's get rid of that. Gosh, I've been watching, I've watched people doing projects like this for about 1.5 years now, almost 2 years. April will be 2 years. No, I'm sorry, October's 2 years, so it'll be 1.5 years. And lately, I've been watching a lot more Chalk Couture stuff, and I am just so anxious to get my stuff in. I got some on the side here, so I'm going to have to paint the side black as well. I might not do that tonight, just for a time saver. So I'm really, I'm seeing all the cute stuff people are doing, and I'm really anxious to get my surfaces in and start getting creative with it. I'm painting over the silver. I decided I wanted to do that early on. I had originally tried to paint it white because I thought I was going to go with white here, but I didn't like it very much. I didn't like how the white just kind of washed out the background. So I decided to go with black, and I didn't even try it first. I just jumped on, and here we are. But it's cool because you'll be able to see how quickly something like this can be done, even when you're painting. I don't know why I'm painting the board with, oh, goodness gracious. I shouldn't have done that. There we go. No big deal. I just love this chalk paint. I'm really concentrating because I don't want to get the chalk paint in the wrong places. So I had a great work week. It was very busy. I love it when it's busy at work because it makes the days go faster and I can come home sooner and do this. I don't have to sit at work and think about coming home and doing this because I'm busy working. And then when I'm done, I can come home and do this. All right. So I got one coat on. I'm going to dry it with a blow dryer. So it's about to get loud in case you want to turn down your volume. I definitely like the black better. Much better. Let's see. Just fine-tuning some spots here. I might do another coat just because I can still kind of see the design through it. It's quite possible that it won't be visible after the stenciling is done. After a stencil with the transfer. But I like that a lot better than the whites. Oh wait, to do the sides, because that's going to be, I'm still a little shaky. I had a little bit of a sugar crash earlier, so I'm still a little shaky from that, and I don't want to mess up the board. Okay. Yeah, one more coat. Oh goodness. And then what I'll do, once I'm done and I dry it, I'm going to go over to the living room and stick this outside the door into the backyard and spray it down with most likely Mod Podge. Now the cool thing about this one is, since I didn't take this front off, if I chose to, sometime in the future, I could turn it over and do a little something else in the back. Make it a double-sided deal. I really love that double-sided idea because, especially for people with small living spaces. I've been watching a lot of tiny house hunting. and I do this, and I think of people with small spaces, you can since that seems to be such a crazy thing going on, you can have little pieces that are dual purpose to save space, because you won't have to put it away to storage. You just turn it around. All right, let's see. Am I getting out of range here? So I do plan, once my stuff arrives, I do plan to do bundles with different surfaces and different transfers and different chalk colors and that sort of thing. And those will be offered with an easy access website or link to the cart. It's like a cart link or something like that. I'm still learning, sorry guys. Where you can set it up where everything you would need for the bundle is just one click of a button, which I absolutely love. Okay, so that's the second coat. I'm going to turn on the dryer really quick, so it's going to get loud for a second. packs are hot. All right, I have to go spray this now so that we can paste, so I can put this transfer on it and paste over it. So I will be right back. All right, I sprayed Mod Podge over it to seal it, and now I'm going to put some dryer on it again. So, you might want to turn your volume down. There are a few sticky areas, but it'll be okay because I won't be putting the transfer where it's sticky. Now, this. Do I put it right there? If I put it right there, it really accentuates that this is a little higher. This one's a little higher than that one. They're not going to be perfect, right? Because they were $1. So I think I'll put it right about there. I won't center it. I don't think I want to center it. I just kind of want to go a little bit lower because I want to embellish up here with some bow and ribbon. And so if I have a tail, you know, I don't want it to really cover the arrows. So I'm going to go right about there. And since this is something that I have painted and sealed with Mod Podge, and I know I've used these arrows once, but I'm going to go ahead and use my fuzzing towel and fuzz them so it's not too sticky when I put it on there, because it's only been used once before. Well, I say once before, it was one project, but I had to do 2 sides, so technically it was used twice before, but that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and fuzz it anyway because I don't want it to be too sticky and pull any of this stuff up here. All right. You know, I will center it sideways, but I won't center it up and down. Right about there. Make sure it's straight. It's sticking pretty good. And it keeps laying down sideways. Oh, see? There it went. Maybe I didn't wait long enough, or I didn't fuzz it enough. So now I need to clean my transfer, and I'm going to paint over this really quick. No big deal. I'm going to spray some Mod Podge on this and then let it dry while I wash my transfer. All right. I'm kind of glad this happened because now we can fix it, right? And see how it's fixed. except for a little staining, it's in good shape. So, get that little piece off the corner there. And turn this over and dry it as much as I can. Sorry if I'm jiggling the camera. I see my light bouncing around. Here we go. This might be one of those nights that my project doesn't work for me. It happens very rare on occasion. It's a very rare occasion, but it happens. And that's okay. There's a lot of fuzz on here. Maybe having it put it on the there's a big old piece of string right there. Get that off because it'll be blocking the screen. I'm going to wax this. I'm just using all the techniques that I've learned, different ways to treat the surface. I accidentally bought this special dark stuff, so I save it for dark projects. When I purchased it originally, I didn't realize they came in color because I'd never purchased this stuff before. So I went to Lowe's and I grabbed the can and I paid for it and I took it home. And then by the time I got to the point of using it, of actually using it, because I take things home and think about it for a few months before I use it, right? Please tell me I'm not the only one that does that. And I opened it up and I couldn't, I was shocked at how dark it was. And then I looked at the front of the can and then it occurred to me, oh my goodness. They have colors. And by the time I did that, it was too late to take it back because Lowe's is very strict about their return policy. So they wouldn't take it, so I had to buy another one. So now I just use that one on my dark projects, and I use the other one on my other projects. Let's try this again. So right there. I'm not going to push it too hard. I'm just going to, whoops, lightly brush it. Make sure there's no air bubbles. I should have waxed it the first time. It's working perfectly with the wax. Live and learn, right? They're not screw-ups, they're not mistakes. They are learning experiences. So, yeah, I'm just going to take my white chalk paste. I'm trying not to have such a messy work area, but I'm not doing very well at it. And I'm just going to take some of the chalk paste. And I'm holding this at an angle. You can't tell because of the way I'm holding it, I'm sure, but it's smoothing the chalk paste on the surface at an angle. When I scrape the excess, it's going to go up and down. But for now, it's at an angle. I'm using the, I believe this is considered the small squeegee. I'm using the small squeegee, not the mini, because it covers more area faster, and so I won't be doing this as long as I would be if I was using a small squeegee. And I've noticed that sometimes when I'm doing bigger projects like this, and if I use the mini squeegees, I can see lines, you know, from where I ran it this way and then ran it this way. I can see the line between. So sometimes it's better just to use the bigger one. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. I need to wash this. I've washed it, it's clean. I under running water with a board eraser, rinsed it on both sides, wiped it down, and now I'm laying it on a towel with the sticky side up to dry. And I need to dry my hands before I touch this. All right, I didn't quite go to the end there. I want it all the way to the end. Let's see. I've got my tiny brush. I'm just going to extend it wherever it didn't go to the end. Let's see what else I can use. I have I don't think that'll work. I dab that little area right there, fill it in, extend that down. There we go. There. Dry it. Over here that I use. I started off with just these little manicure sticks. They have a little point and then the flat side. But after you use the point a while, for what I've been using it for, it kind of gets dull, and so it's not as sharp as it used to be, and so it covers more area than I wanted to cover. So I was at the Women's Expo recently and I found these tools. And this one has got a nice little point at the end. I don't know if you can see it. And I'm going to use it to just basically scrape a little paint off here that bled a little bit. It's paste, not paint. And I'm doing it very gently because I don't want to scrape up the chalk paint that's black, just the white chalk paste. Just to clean up that area. I'm a little particular about that. When it bleeds, I like to just clean it up a little bit. Just a couple spots. Now, get all this stuff out of the way so I don't get it. I've got it all over the table. This over here. These over here. Time to embellish. It's a black and white. I don't think there's anything here. I might use this. Got some black polka dot. This is typically my process. I pull a whole bunch of stuff out that I may use for the project, and then I go through it and pick and choose what I want to use, and then I put it away. There's some. This is even. So while I'm doing this, I'm trying to decide if I want to just do a messy bow. I think I will. I think I'll just do a messy bow. Now, here. This is blue. But I do have this. And, whoopsie. And this. I have all kinds of stuff, but I don't want to go like, I don't want to use this. I think this would be too much for that little cutting board there. So, you know, I am really sweating. I know why. I know why. Well, could be two things. Okay. One rolled away. So if I do a messy bow, there won't be any tails. I like that one better. But do I want to go this route and how different? See. All right. I'm kind of thinking I'd rather go this route to brighten it up. Oh, definitely. Definitely that route. Okay. Scissors. Over here on the table. This brightens it up better because this kind of makes it dark, and that's not what I'm looking for. I want it to be nice and bright. Okay. These are going to be just a little on the longer side. Cut that edge right there. It's not very clean. I am going to spray that to seal it in. So right about here. Well, I think I'll go ahead and put some polka dot. What do you think? Yes, definitely polka dot. I love the mixture of the different patterns. And it has the stripe too, so I could do one this way and one this way. I might do that. So I'm going to set that right there. I think that's going to be too much black and, well, what the heck. Why not? Let's have some fun. That. Oh, I should put a little bit of lace with it too. Put some of this. I'm not even measuring it. I probably should be measuring it. I just basically laid it on the cutting board, and you know, by the time I'm done with it, it'll, you know, be almost the whole width of the cutting board. You can choose. You can choose to do, you know, shorter. You can choose to do a regular bow. It's all completely up to you. I need to turn around and look at what I've got in the containers behind me as well. See if I got anything cute to add to it. I think the bow is really going to be the highlight of the cutting board. I should have my glue gun on too. So I'll plug this baby in. Oh, sorry folks. I don't know why I have a 9 o'clock alarm. I usually have a 10:15 alarm telling me it's time to stop doing this and go brush your teeth. Let's see. If I have this, I think I want to have, I want the one with the texture. I'm not good at eyeballing, so I always have to measure. All right, let's see what I've got back here. Ooh, I like that. Okay. Okay. I think that'll do. Poor little Piggy is not going to be all alone anymore. We will have a little cutting board to sit next to him on the shelf. Let's get him out of the way. I wonder if I can put this back on here. Shove that in there. There we go. Keep that under control. I got some of that. I don't know if I need that. Put this here. Okay, so this is my favorite part right here. I love doing this. I'm such a dork, I know. I'm looking at these wondering if I want to dovetail them all. What do you think? I think so. Why not? Why not? Why not dovetail all of them? I think it would be cute. Okay, I definitely need the eyeballs for that. Woo! Seriously, I am either having a hot flash or I'm still trying to get back in line with my sugars. I have got it pouring down my forehead, my legs. I am sweating. I had a heater in here in mid-February. Now I need to put a fan. But if I put a fan, it's going to blow everything away. You can't have that. I think I'll even dovetail the lace. Oh yeah, I like that. I guess I could have done more than one at a time. I won't dovetail the skinny one. Or that. I just have to hold on to it for a couple seconds, right? Lace. Oh, I didn't decide. I think I'll just do one polka dot and one stripe, instead of adding more to it. This is a Dollar Tree board, and I want it to be cute, but I don't want to use up all my ribbon. See, I'm cheap. I try to be as conservative as I can. That's it, conservative. That's a better word. With my supplies. All right, so now I'm just going to lay these out just randomly. It usually isn't very random. I'm a bit on the OCD side. I can't just do random. It has to be a pattern. So I'm going to put the polka dots, and then the white, and then this. There's a lot of white in here. I guess that's okay, because the white will brighten it up. And the lace this way, and the black this way, and the white this way, and then the striped stripes. The polka dots have disappeared. They'll show up. And then I'm going to top it off with that. Now, I'm going to use the pipe cleaner. You can use pipe cleaner, you can use, I've used jute twine, I've used zip ties. For this particular one, I'm going to use the pipe cleaner. So I'm just going to tie it right here. Just pull it tight and then twist it. And then tie it. And then just kind of, now see, what I want to do is take this, move that down there, and put this down here so that it's not going the same direction as the striped one. So that one's going that way and that one's going that way. It's a bit of a hot mess, but I like that. It's just a messy bow. And quite honestly, I might want to put a button on it too. See, it's just going to go here. So I'm going to take off I'm going to cut this off. The hot glue should, oh yep, the hot glue is hot. I see it running onto the table. I didn't put my little glue mat under it. So, it's on the table. Because I have a tablecloth on the a little table cover, not a tablecloth, but a little cover that I picked up. I think, honestly, no, it's not a shower. It's not a shower curtain. I got it at the Dollar Tree. Just to keep the what is this called? The table, not potato. The table covered and protected. I like the little, yeah, it needs this right here. I might trim it. There we go, that's better. So I sat down one day, I picked this up at Walmart for $3. And I sat down, I used to have my buttons in here. And when I wanted to find something, ooh. No. I had to pour it all out on the table and hunt and search and then put it back. So when I saw this, I thought, oh yeah. And I had them sorted by color, but I guess storing it sideways, they don't stay sorted by color. All right. You are going to be in the, there we go. I want you to go that direction. So I'm thinking a white button. Oh, look at that. Is that too small? That's too big. I think a little button is good. Or maybe something in between. Let's see if I've got something in between. I don't. So, let me think here. I guess it's just going to have to be what it is, because when I put it back in the box, or in the container over there, it's going to be sideways again. Yeah, I don't have anything in between, so it's either that or this. I do kind of like the size of that. Yeah, I think so, because it's a bigger, it's a, you know, it's a bigger bow. All right. That back in there. All right. There we go. I want this to be like that. That's good. You are supposed to be, one of you, oops, supposed to be going this way. There we go. And then I like the little button. And there we have it. So we had a little oopsie during the design, but that's okay. It came out, I mean, look at it. It came out just fine. So I'm going to spray the arrows with some Mod Podge as well, so that they don't get scratched off. I want them to be permanent. And this will sit on the shelf with this little guy. I'm waiting for it to show up on my, oh, look at that. And now I need to find a way to display these with maybe something else. I don't know. We'll see. I always hear do it in threes, so I may find something else. I'm really liking this $1 cutting board. I am really liking it. All right, I won't keep you long. I don't know how long I've been going. Again, my name is Audra, and I'm with Chalk Couture. I'm an independent designer, and I will put links to my website in case you're interested in anything that you've seen as far as like chalk paste and that's all you've seen is Chalk Couture tonight, because I'm still waiting on my supplies. I can't wait, and I can really go to town with them. But you can, in the meantime, you can check out my website. I will put the link, and if you, I'm going to turn this up so you can see, so I can talk to you rather than to the table. Hello. So I'll put the link. You can check out my Facebook, my business page, and send an invite for, or send a request for VIP page. And it's a brand new VIP page, so there's a lot to start happening on that page. And Chalk Couture has Club Couture. If you want to check that out, it's a monthly subscription. And I'll put the link for that as well. And I will also put the link for becoming a designer in case you're curious about it. But there's a lot of information on my website. There's a lot of fun stuff on my website. And I appreciate you watching my video. So if you hop on, do me a favor and say hi and tell me if you're watching it on, I know you're not watching it live, but tell me if you're watching the replay on Facebook or if you're watching the replay on YouTube, because I like to upload these to YouTube as well. Okay, thanks everybody. Good night. Have a good Friday night. Well, I don't know what day you're watching this, so have a good day or night, whatever you're watching it. All right, I got to go around the table now and turn off the camera. Bye-bye.